You want to attack me? Blah, blah, blah. Take that. What? How dare you challenge me? What? Did you hear that? I hear somebody else coming. You do? Who? It's me, Shovel Knight, the real knight. Stop it. Can't we all just get along? Huh? I hear somebody else. Guys, we have to go grocery shopping. We gotta go. I really want some pickles. Oh, I'm live. This is embarrassing. Everybody, how are y'all doing? What's up, Chloe? First one in the chat. Dudes, early morning with O to the B to the E to the 1. That's right, hitting you dudes with an early video this morning. Dudes, we got more information on Dark Souls remasters for the Nintendo Switch. Now, for those of you who've been hiding under a rock yesterday, Dark Souls Remastered has been announced for the Nintendo Switch, and that was for many the highlight of the Direct Mini yesterday. I enjoyed the Mini. I don't care what anyone says, the Mini was dope, had tons of great games, but the game, and this is official from Software, it is running at 1080p 60 frames. 1080p 30 frames per second. Now, I think that's pretty good. 30 frames per second, 1080p is solid. Why do I say that's pretty solid? Because of this game right here. I'm about to bootleg it onto my stream. Booyah! You see this game right here? This is Doom on the Switch. Doom runs at 720p 30 frames per second, and Doom looks good on the Switch, and most importantly, plays good. The important thing is that this 30 frames per second hopefully is locked and pretty consistent throughout your gameplay. I think that'll be great. And 1080p, great resolution for this game. And so, Dark Souls, that's the game you see right here. Now, this, of course, isn't the Switch version. This is the old school, last-gen version of the game. Dark Souls on the Switch will be locked at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Can't wait to get more information as far as a specific launch date. I don't think they had a specific date on the Nintendo Direct, but this game, it tends to lead to a more mature audience, and that's what I liked about this Direct. Nintendo had something for everyone. You had Mario Tennis Aces, which is a game that appeals to all audiences. Of course, this is old. Look how old this is. 2011. Come on, bro. You had Mario Tennis, appeals to all audiences. You had that heroine fighting game. Seemed like it was appealing to girl gamers. It just seems like it. Just the colors and the theme of the trailer. And you have Dark Souls, a game that's for a mature audience, and that's really been the theme of the Switch entire 2017. A console that just appeals to everyone, bro. And so, Gamer Dad versus, he said that he's playing Skyrim for the first time on the Switch. Cool, dude. I got the game. Skyrim never been my cup of tea. Instead of Skyrim, I got Doom. And I'm loving that Doom on the Switch, man. I recommend Doom on the Switch to every Switch owner. The game runs at 30 frames per second, 720p. But they did something to where the game just feels smooth and nice. And so Dark Souls, the game you see right here, is also going to be running at 30 frames per second, but it's going to be at 1080p, which is a great resolution for the console. Now, we didn't get any information on what it's going to be in dock mode, but I could imagine if it's 1080p on the screen, more than likely it's going to be 720p 30 frames per second when it's docked. That's what's happened with most 1080p games on the Switch. What up, Ronnie? Yeah, I played the new Splatoon map. It's probably one of my favorite maps in the game right now, Ronnie. Loving that map. But this video ain't about no Splatoon, Ronnie. You always want to talk about Splatoon. Come on, boy. Play that Dark Souls, Ronnie. But, alright, dudes. This is where I'm going to be heading out. Just want to share with you guys Dark Souls on the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be running at 1080p, 30 frames per second. And I think the key is having that 30 frames per second locked. It has to be locked to where there's no hiccups or stuttering in the gameplay. And I hope that the important thing is that they optimize the game so the game runs well on the Switch. All right, before I head out, I'm going to take a couple comments from the main chat. What do you guys think about Dark Souls running at 1080p 30 frames per second on the Switch? Are you cool with that? I think it's cool. I think it's they'll nail it. I'm telling you, this is real talk. I have an Xbox One X, games running 4K, beautiful. Games look great. But I have to say this, gameplay is still king for me. Gameplay has always been king for me. That's why I could go back to Splatoon. It's not in 4K or anything, but the game still looks good. Gameplay. They have to make sure they nail the gameplay in Dark Souls. All right. Avedon says that the Nintendo Direct Mini was decent to him. Looking forward to Donkey Kong and Hyrule Warriors. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze game is going to be dope. I'm definitely double dipping. There's not a lot of games. Well, yeah, there are a lot of games that I double dip on. Double dip on all these games. But definitely going to be playing that Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze again. I like the game. Ronnie saying, I hope it doesn't lag though. Yeah, the game cannot have a lot of lag and hiccups. They need to optimize it for the Switch. The key is optimizing the game. And I think the developers, they need to have whatever studio ported Rocket League and Doom on the Switch. Nintendo need to hire them, boy. They're doing a great job with some of these ports. Nintendo Direct, D-I-E-R-E-C-K. Funny, dude. All right, it was good. Gamer Dad says, never played it, but if it looks good as Skyrim, I'm in handheld, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, and this is what a lot of guys got to see. Think about it. Let's say the game it's probably going to be 720. The maximum resolution in handheld mode on the Switch is 720p. But on that small screen, 720p looks good. It looks good. You got to experience it for yourself on that size screen. And so I'm cool with 720p if it's going to be 720p on the Switch. All right, dudes. This is where I'm going to be heading out. What do you guys think about Dark Souls on the Switch? Confirmed. This is coming from Software, the developers of the game. It's going to be 1080p, 30 frames per second on that Sega Switch. Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, the real Knight, Shovel Knight, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. Also, bro, if you want to join an awesome gaming community, you want to game with your boy every single day, tonight for Splatfest. If you want to splat it up with your boy, shout out to the homie eFriend, the newest sponsor. Become a sponsor. You receive a free $10 eShop digital code to all the new sponsors. We out of here, boy. All right, fine. You guys can fight. I'm going shopping. La 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 la. Bye bye. I'm shopping. Ha. Peace.